Optimism and happiness is something that is hard to understand and obtain, and it is something I believe in. When I started kindergarten, I was bullied every day going to school. Then when I came home, I was so upset and I carried the burden around me everywhere I went. But then when I realized that I hated being sad every moment of my life, that's when I told myself I need to be happy because you only have one chance. And when I look to the future, think about the positive, not the negative. Looking back on it now, I was a really smart kindergartner. But to relieve my mind and fill my life with fun, I decided to do adventurous things, but not in a bad way. Taking risk, a leap into the unknown, or finding new things that interest me. One of the things I do to fulfill my taste for adventure is I partake in outdoor activities. Just driving to a trailhead and seeing all these awe-inspiring landscapes amazes me. I look forward to the end of school just to be able to go to the trail and run. I am passionate to be able to go into nature and surround myself with nothing but serenity. The only sounds you hear are the sounds of nature and your heartbeat. You get to escape the constant buzz of electrical wires surrounding the city, the sound of cars, or to put it short, the urban soundtrack that stays on replay. The unknowingness of the outdoors inspires me to pull away from the mundane, go to school or work every day, and follow a pattern. As soon as I step into Pisgah or any forest, I feel that I have a different mindset. I believe that the outdoors can push an internal reset button. But where did these ideas come from? Because I wasn't just born with these attributes. But I feel that I have been shaped this way recently because of the biggest adventure of my entire life, when I moved to Asheville, North Carolina. Something about this town just attracts me. I don't know if it's just the vortexes or what. Where I used to live, everyone had the mindset that we live here. But in Asheville, most people have the mindset of we get to live here. I feel that I am just like Asheville because we are both full of adventure, both are optimistic, and are happy just as much as we can be. But the adventure in Asheville astonishes me. Recently, I did a backpacking trip in February of this year summiting Mount Mitchell. It really gave me a whole new perspective on what I can do and what real adventure is like. We started at the bottom of the mountain with 30 to 40 pound packs and 26 degrees, and we were about to gain 3,600 feet. Not what most people vision fun looking like. 3 hours later, we had reached the camp. My shoulders were bruised, my feet were numb, and then I realized we still had 1.5 miles left to the summit that night. The moment I decided to summit, I had reached my limit, and it really showed me what I could do when I pushed myself to the edge. But rewind a bit. When I was at the camp, I almost stayed back to sleep when I thought of a quote my mom says whenever I do any job. The quote is, "Any job worth doing is worth doing right." And those words really stuck with me that entire hike and throughout the rest of my life. This I believe.